Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. In the last few vlogs, I've been talking about goal planning, I spoke about financial planning, and we are ready to go today. Well, today in vlog 16, I'm going to be talking about retirement planning and how do we actually do retirement planning. Welcome to Marin Talks, my vlog, where I take you through the steps of investing. A lot of you might be thinking retirement planning, oh my God, I really haven't thought that far. But you know what? As I've told you earlier, the earlier you start, the easier it is because you have to save a lesser amount of money. It is possible for you to retire early and retire rich, provided you start investing early on. At the same time, it is also possible to do retirement planning at the age of 40. Many people get very worried and are not sure whether they have missed the bus, whether they can still do retirement planning. But yes, you can do retirement planning even at the age of 40. So let us see how can we do retirement planning in India in 2020. Well, firstly, you need to do retirement planning based on your current expenses. Many times I hear people saying, I want to have 1 crore by the time I retire, or I want to build up a corpus of 2 crores. But how do you know whether that's going to be enough or not? Right? What is very important is for you to take your current expenses and forecast them forward. And that is the step one in retirement planning. There are many factors that can affect the retirement plan. First and foremost, inflation. If you don't take into account inflation, then the amount that you're going to be saving is not going to be enough, because remember that there's inflation on everything that we consume, and so that certainly needs to be taken into account. You also need to estimate expenses correctly. Many times I find people saying that, okay, my expenses is 50,000 a month right now, but once my kids are older, my expenses will actually go down. That's not correct. Your expenses never go down, and that's because as you grow older, you have more and more lifestyle expenses. For example, if there's a 35-year-old who wants to retire at 60 and wants to plan till the age of 80, let's say the person assumes expenses of 50,000 rupees per month, but the actual expenses turn out to be 60,000 rupees per month. Then the corpus that the person is going to have is only going to last till the age of 75 instead of the age of 80. Another very important thing to look at is how many years do you want to plan retirement for? I think it's always good to plan till the age of 80, because then you're covered for a longer period of time. After all, you don't want to be dependent on your children, or you don't want to be left without any money during retirement, right? I mean, and it's going to be very difficult to generate income at that age. Many people aspire to retire early. Who wants to work till 60, right? If you want to retire early, you also need a large corpus. Let's take an example. You retire at 50 instead of 60. Obviously, you need your corpus to last you for 30 years, which means that the amount that you need to be investing towards that corpus also needs to increase. I spoke about how inflation, the age at which you want to retire, the age till which you want to plan, and of course, estimating expenses is important in retirement planning. Another important factor is return on investment. It is often seen that people presume that they are getting a 10% return on their investment despite just investing in the Employee Provident Fund or some very safe instruments. Remember, the retirement planning is a Excel exercise, and if you put the rate of return higher, obviously you have to invest lower, but at the age when you have to actually retire, you're going to be in big trouble. So it's very important. Please assess the rate of return on your retirement corpus very carefully before you actually do the retirement planning. There are many instruments that you can use towards retirement planning. Of course, for those who are salaried, the Employee Provident Fund is a great instrument. You also have the Voluntary Provident Fund, you have NPS, and I'm going to be spending the next few vlogs also talking about some of these instruments. You do also have equity funds that you can consider towards retirement planning as well if you have a long term time frame to go. It's easy to say that I want to retire early, but there are a few things that you can do to check retirement readiness. First of all, figure out, do you have a retirement corpus already ready, right? Are you investing enough? Think about it. Do you really want to retire? I mean, isn't it going to be boring? In fact, I think that this lockdown is a good way for you to actually assess whether you want to really retire early or not. And it's a good way for you to actually assess whether you're able to live on your passive income. The other thing when you look at retirement readiness is, are my loans over? Do I have any liabilities? And if you're thinking of retiring early, you need to think about what are you going to retire to? So how are you going to pass your time? Because even if you have a lot of money, if you're not mentally engaged, you're not going to be happy at all. So it's very important for those of you who want to retire early, think about what you're going to do. And of course, the most important thing, do I have enough passive income to actually go and retire? That's it from me, folks, today. Please click the bell icon to subscribe. We do await your feedback on the vlogs, and if there's something specific that you'd like me to cover, please feel free to write into us. Till then, bye bye.